Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Monday, February 27th, 2023. A Friday morning 911 call led to the arrest of a Landers man for suspicion of false imprisonment, child endangerment, and assault with a deadly weapon. At 9:15 a.m. Friday, County Sheriff's deputies responded to a house in the 600 block of Covello Avenue in Landers after receiving a 911 call asking for help. When they arrived, deputies identified Stephen Mark Fry, a 45-year-old resident of Landers, as the suspect and placed him under arrest. An investigation was conducted, and deputies say that Fry had pointed a gun at a female victim in the house, threatening to kill her and preventing her and her infant child from leaving the house. A search was conducted, and deputies recovered several firearms. Stephen Mark Fry was arrested for investigation into spousal abuse, assault with a deadly weapon, criminal threats, false imprisonment, and child endangerment, and was booked into the Morongo Basin Jail on $300,000 bail. An Arizona woman was arrested Thursday on suspicion of murder related to the 2021 overdose death of a Yucca Valley man. The arrest occurred last week, nearly 2 years after the death of Marshall Lupke, a 22-year-old resident of Yucca Valley. On March 14, 2021, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department responded to a house in the 55,200 block of Air Lane Drive in Yucca Valley, where they found Lupke dead from an apparent overdose. The county sheriff's Gangs and Narcotics Division's Overdose Response Team, known as ORT, led an investigation that identified Alicia Hegarty, a 47-year-old resident of Sierra Vista, Arizona, as the person who provided the drugs to Lupke. Their investigation, along with results from Lupke's autopsy, were presented to the county district attorney's office, and sheriff's deputies, working with the United States Marshals Service, were able to locate and arrest Hegarty in Sierra Vista. Alicia Hegarty was arrested for suspicion of drug overdose murder and is being held on $1 million bail and will face extradition proceedings in Arizona prior to being extradited to San Bernardino County. The Los Médicos Voladores, also known as the Flying Doctors, will be returning to the Morongo Basin for a massive free health clinic on March 4th. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart has the diagnosis for this generous and free event.
Jeff Grabeau, vice president of the Southern California chapter of the nonprofit Flying Doctors, announced their largest free clinic to date in the Morongo Basin to take place at Copper Mountain College on March 4th, sponsored by the Morongo Basin Healthcare District with strong support by local veterans of foreign wars. The clinic will feature up to 25 dentists and hygienists who will brighten smiles, fill cavities, and extract teeth if need be. Optometrists to provide vision exams, and if the patient needs glasses, they will be made on-site with a fabrication unit. Students from the medical assisting class, under the supervision of Ken Weiss, will be checking patients' vital signs, blood pressure, respiration, and oxygen saturation. Grabeau said, quote, "Let me stress, everything is free to those who receive our services. We provide services without compensation or discrimination of race, religion, creed, sexual orientation, or political affiliation," unquote. For more information, please visit www.flyingdocs.org. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
On Friday's Z107.7 Up Close show, Gary Daigneault spoke with San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors Chair Don Rao, who also represents the High Desert as the county supervisor of the 3rd District. Rao was joined by her Morongo Basin Field Representative Steve Reyes. During the interview, a caller asked Rao to comment on the status of the Morongo Basin Municipal Advisory Council, also known as the MAC, which has faded from prominence in the last few years. Rao said,
"When we redistricted in 2020 for the census that is required under state and federal law every 10 years, all municipal advisory councils have to be dissolved because the jurisdictional boundaries change through redistricting. We dissolved the MAC and then we reinstituted the MAC. And I regularly attend our Homestead Community Council meetings every month. We really wanted to focus on the areas that didn't have regular community centers and meetings, and specifically Pioneer Town, Joshua Tree, and Wonder Valley. And so we advertised for MAC representatives to come and apply for those positions so that we could stand the MAC back up. And I did not receive enough applications for that to happen.
Rao explained that the logistics of running the MAC meeting in compliance with state law required one entire part-time staffer, and that she and her staff are trying a new style of meeting to fill the gap left by the missing MAC.
When we agendize MAC meetings, it has to go through the full Brown Act compliance. And I grew to 10,000 square acres in the 3rd District, but I did not grow in staff. And so we have a lot more dirt to cover and folks to represent. And so my internal team that works out of the Joshua Tree office, everyone is part-time out of that. And they were having to agendize the meetings for the MAC, that became pretty cumbersome and onerous. So what we've done is we've pivoted to what we have now as an open house. We're doing it monthly. It serves the same purpose of hearing the constituent concerns come in on a monthly basis.
To hear the entire conversation between Danielle, Rao, and Reyes, you can listen to the entire Up Close show as a podcast on Z107.7fm.com or on your favorite podcasting app. The Z107.7 Up Close show with Gary Daigneault airs every Friday at 10 a.m. A free heart health seminar will be held at noon today at the Yucca Valley Senior Center. The Heart to Heart Lecture Seminar Series features speaker Emily De Ocera, MSN, RN, and Associate Nursing Officer, who will be sharing information on cardiac care, including facts on heart disease and treatments, risk factors, blood pressure control, cholesterol control, and maintaining a heart-healthy diet. The presentation will also feature free blood pressure checks. The seminar is sponsored by Desert Care Network and Desert Regional Medical Center and is free to the public. Reservations can be made for this event by calling 1-800-491-4990. The Yucca Valley Senior Center is located at 57088 29 Palms Highway in Yucca Valley. 5 unique and inspiring homes, along with good weather last weekend, help raise some serious funds for folks who need it here in the Morongo Basin. Online news editor Robert Hayden joins us with the story.
The 17th Annual Parade of Homes fundraiser for Reach Out Morongo Basin raised $3,200 for the Neighbors Helping Neighbors organization services for the seniors and disabled. After a 2-year hiatus due to COVID-19, this year's tour featured homes in the Morongo Valley, Joshua Tree, and 29 Palms. The diversity of the homes represents the unique lifestyle here in the Morongo Basin, said Reach Out's Executive Director Robin Schlosser. She said the event went well and we're grateful for the good weather and turnout. The homeowners are also gracious and we appreciate their generosity in opening their homes to us. It truly shows what a great place we live in. As the longest-running fundraiser for Reach Out Morongo Basin, proceeds from the tour go to fund programs such as transportation to doctor's appointments, shopping, pickup and delivery of prescriptions, minor home repair, and yard work assistance for seniors and the disabled. For more information on services, call Reach Out at 760-361-1410, or you can visit them at www.reachoutmb.org. We'll have that contact information at this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.
29 Palms Mayor MacArthur Wright invites constituents to join him for a prayer breakfast tomorrow morning from 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. The event is open to all members of the community and will take place at 6414 Split Rock Avenue in 29 Palms. You can RSVP at a link in this story at Z107.7fm.com. Feel the need to dance, meditate, or just do your own thing without judgment? Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas says the House of Fox might be your ticket.
House of Fox is debuting their monthly live DJ Ecstatic Dance event on Wednesday, March 1st from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m., held at the Yucca Valley Visual and Performing Arts Center, 58325 Highway 62 in Yucca Valley. What is House of Fox? Intentionally comforting and inspiring lighting, yoga mats and pillows to stretch and rest, and a live DJ. House of Fox creates a safe space to move freely. Guests come in with an open heart and an open mind and move how they need to move. Guests don't have to dance either. People meditate, write, and sketch in their journals, do yoga. There's plenty of ways to get in the body. Guests are encouraged to bring a yoga mat. Wine, bottled beer, coffee, tea, sparkling water will be available for purchase. The cover is $20. Space is limited. Please RSVP at a link in this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Arts and Entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
And finally, the next phase of road construction at Mojave National Preserve on Kelbaker Road between Kelso and Baker begins today, as sections of the road damaged by heavy rain in 2022 will be repaired. During the period of construction, Kelbaker Road continues to be closed to all vehicles for the safety of road crews and motorists until March 10th, though the reopening may be pushed back due to weather delays. After completing the Kelbaker Road project, Mojave National Preserve anticipates the start of a major road construction project along 17.6 miles of SEMA Road on March 20th, requiring the closure of SEMA Road for approximately 1 year. During the period of SEMA Road construction, access to the SEMA Dome and Teutonia Peak trailhead areas will be very limited. This $24 million project will improve visitor safety and involve infrastructure designed to reduce mortality of the federally listed desert tortoise from motor vehicle impacts. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.